Hey everyone, welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a significant change Keith and I are about to do. I guess you could call this a big announcement. This has actually been in the works since just before FlipCon, so back in August. I don't often talk a lot about our personal lives. I keep things kind of close to the vest. So I like to let things happen before I talk about them. So Keith's grandfather he's sick. It's nothing fatal or life threatening, but it is definitely affecting his quality of life, and it's something that can be fixed. So back in August when he got sick, again, it's nothing serious, but it was enough for me and Keith to take a step back and go, oh, wow, what if it had been serious? Like, what would we do? You know, we're down here in Florida. We are away from all of Keith's family. So it just kind of got some wheels turning in our head, thinking maybe Florida isn't the place for us. Maybe we do need to move back up north to be near Keith's family. And so then in the next few weeks, like leading up to FlipCon, like from mid-August to the end of August, we just kind of started putting our feelers out there. We got pre-approved for a loan to buy a house, and then I got cold feet on that. We had Keith's dad and his contractor friend available for us to do walkthroughs and send pictures of any homes we were interested in. But I still wasn't quite comfortable buying sight unseen. That is just me. I really got cold feet. I'm like, that's a huge commitment, and I don't think I can do it without me being the one to see the house and everything. So, and we were supposed to be moving to Arizona soon within like the next year or two. So it's kind of all up in the air, really. Like, we still don't know what the hell we're doing here, folks. So I said, let's just rent because that's not permanent. It's not a huge commitment. You're not stuck. We can get back up there and rent. And if we decide we want to stay there, we can buy a house. And if we decide we want to move to Arizona, we can. And renting sight unseen is not as scary because if I don't like it, well, again, you can move. So we started taking these steps, and I backed out of buying a house. And then we started looking for something to rent. And then between getting home from FlipCon and leaving for Boston last week, we found it was our third choice. So we had three houses we really wanted to rent: our first choice, second choice, and third choice. The first two choices were ran by the same rental company. And unfortunately, I don't think that they were willing to wait for us. We weren't wanting to move until the end of October. Due to prior commitments, I had already purchased plane tickets and airline. No, those are the same thing. I had already purchased airline tickets and hotel stays and accommodations and everything for FlipCon Boston and Reseller Remix, which is coming up in a week. And I didn't want to have to fart around with changing any of my tickets or anything. So we were looking at moving towards the end of October, going into November, and the one company I don't think was willing to work with us on that. They kept renting. It was two houses, but they rented them out to people up there that were local. So they just didn't want to deal with waiting, or maybe us relocating. I don't know. The third one, actually, third time's the charm. Everything happens for a reason. Things happen when they're meant to. All those platitudes. Because seriously, the third one was completely gutted out and redone. It was the original home was built in 1974, and the owner had recently torn everything up. So it's got all new windows, new garage door, new deck, new door onto the deck. The bathrooms and kitchens were completely like gutted out, and all new shower, sink, toilet, oven, fridge, dishwasher, new cupboards, like everything inside of this house, new hardwood floors, was just completely. They basically went in and redid everything. So it has everything we need. It has a laundry room, a garage for inventory. It's got an office. It's got a bedroom. It's got a bath. It's got everything we need, right? And when I called this place, they were like, "Oh, it won't be ready until like the last week of October, even going into November." And I'm like, "Well, that's when we're looking to move. We're coming up from Florida. We'll have his dad come out and look at it." And it was within, has everything we need for our businesses and our lives. It's a really good price. But of course, things up north are a lot less. Rent and everything is real high in Florida, so anything up north sounds good to me. And they can, work with our time frame. So this one fell into place like right before we left for Boston, and then we talked with Keith's grandmother, and his grandfather actually has surgery scheduled for November 3rd. So he has a hiatal hernia. It's, like I said, it's affecting his quality of life. Definitely, it's not a nice thing to live with, but it isn't, life threatening. I mean, it can be, but it's not. It's something that can be fixed. So he's got surgery scheduled to fix this, to improve his quality of life and get him kind of back to normal. But it's like an 8 to 12 week, I think, or 10 to 12 week recovery time for fixing the hiatal hernia. And Keith's grandmother is wheelchair bound. And they have other family up there that's willing to help as well. But I feel like it's important for us to be up there to help her. If she's got doctor's appointments she needs to go to, if she needs groceries or food or help cleaning her house, if he needs help while he's recovering. So it all just kind of fell into place when it was supposed to, as things tend to do. This was just something we were thinking about in August. Like, we need to be closer to your family if anything were to happen to here. This house is completely perfect, completely everything in it brand new. I fell in love with it. Of course, it's sight unseen, but I've seen pictures. His dad did a walkthrough with us, and so that happened. And then we found out his grandfather's surgery is scheduled the 3rd of November. So we are moving up there the end of October. I know, it's pretty crazy. We've actually started packing at the end of FlipCon. So if you've seen boxes behind me and stuff, that's what's going on. Keith and I don't like to leave anything to the last minute, but especially because my life has been so busy. FlipCon, home for a couple weeks. Boston, home for a week. Reseller Remix, and that one I'm going to be gone for a full week. And then I'm back. We have 2 weeks till the moving truck arrives. So we've been packing a little bit each day, just getting ahead of the game. And hopefully by the time I leave for Vegas on the 9th of October, we'll have everything packed except for the stuff that we use, that we absolutely have to have out. And when I get back, we'll be able to go into the garage and get all the inventory ready and get ready for the truck. So I'll be back in Pennsylvania by Halloween in our nice new home that we'll be renting until we grow up and figure out what we're doing when we grow up. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think I may be in time to see some leaves, hopefully. You guys all know that I don't like snow or cold, but it is what it is. Keith needs to be near his family, and he's a little bit more important to me than the weather, and his family is more important to me. And you know what? We work from home, and so we don't have to go outside if we don't want to. The sourcing up there is better. I can say that after living here for a year and almost a half in Florida. The sourcing down here for what we do. There are people who do really well down here, but for our business, for what we do, it's not that great. The prices are high, the findings are slim, and we have some opportunities for scaling up as far as pallets of remotes and some connections for clothing, which I didn't want to do until we were sure what we were doing, because that's just extra stuff to move. So we'll be able to get that going and, really stock up a nice solid death pile. And that way, if it's snowing or cold, I don't got to go outside because I'm my own boss and I work from home, and we'll have everything we need right there. Just build up a nice death pile in the garage and work from that when it's cold or snowing. And I'm just glad that we are so blessed that we can afford this move back so soon after having just relocated and moved, and that our business goes with us. And so because of reselling, because of selling on all these different platforms, because of List Perfectly allowing us to branch out and cross post and sell on all these different platforms, because of all of the support from the community and the close-knit friendships I've had and everything, it makes me feel very blessed. I feel like there are some people who are in situations where they can't just at the drop of a hat decide, I'm going to move to Florida, and a year later go, you know what, I'm moving back up north. We are fortunate that we can afford to do that. We are very fortunate that our business moves with us, and we can work from anywhere. So that is my big announcement. We are moving back to PA. I expect to get some fun footage from the first weekend back. Our friends Bill and David, I'm sure you know who they are by now. Bill and David are Gnome and Frog. I've been friends with them since 2017, 2018. You guys have seen plenty of photos and video from visits we've done with each other, times in Vegas. They were just in Boston and FlipCon with me. They live on the other side of PA, which is like a 3.5, 4-hour drive. They're going to be driving out the weekend of Halloween and helping me and Keith unpack and just get our house set up. I'm excited to spend time with them, but we're going to try to hit the bins, I think, and a 99-cent day at the Goodwill and get some good footage of us all thrifting together. So that's the announcement. Got less than a month and I still got Reseller Remix coming up. But again, very, very blessed. Without reselling, none of this would be possible. And, you know, again, it's nothing serious, but sometimes it takes something tiny to make you realize if it had been serious, what are you going to do? He can't be away from his family. We got to go back up north to the snow. So that's the announcement. I will be attempting to continue to put out as much content as I can between now and the move. But we got a lot going on here. I'm really excited about Remix. Oh, hey, by the way, if you're going to be in Vegas at Reseller Remix, come say hi to me. I'm very approachable. I have like a resting bitch face and I have anxiety in social situations. So I may look uncomfortable, but I'm not. I like people. I'm a hugger. I enjoy speaking with people and meeting people and networking. It's my jam. So come say hi. Until next time, guys, go be productive, go make some money, and make all your dreams come true. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.